What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the episode of Food Processing Simulator. Last episode it was actually a really good episode for us. We got our brand new forklift on in here. We got that kind of figured out with how that's supposed to be, which, speaking of that, I need to actually move this on. We need to get this, well, I guess I don't know if we do, because technically then, it's going to be outside the cold storage area. So if we don't use it, then it's not going to be good anymore. But yeah, so anyways, we are back here today with some more progress. I've got a really good idea. What I think I mentioned in the last episode, I want to try to redo all of this here. We got some time before the end of the day, and I think we can even work at the end of the day. And I don't think we have anything. Yeah, truck will arrive in 2 days, and we've only got we've only got just this accepted project. And everything else, pretty much, I guess we have that. 227. I mean, we got 526 on that for some XP. That's actually really good. And that one's our 749 one. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and accept that then. So we have a couple days actually before both of our trucks arrive for all that. So let's what I want to do again is reorganize all this, reset up our lines, and actually try to plan for the rest of the future of the game pretty much, as far as getting, I guess, all the lines added on in. Which we look in here, we have supplies for our commodities. We have 8 different items currently right now. So right now we have 6 different assembly lines. There are 6 different production lines, and some, obviously one of them just right now splits off into 2 end products, and eventually we're gonna have stuff that's gonna split off to and need potentially. Do we need stuff that, or do we have anything that splits off into 3? I don't even know. We might actually. So maybe this won't be the end game of everything, but we're gonna set things up here to try to get it all sorted here and go from there. But anyways, if you guys are enjoying this here, drop a like in the video, show it some love and support. And if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos or streams that I'm doing here for y'all. Which, speaking of streams, guys, again, tomorrow, the day after Christmas, on December 26th, I am doing a stream for you guys sometime mid-morning with this. So I hope to see you all there. Obviously, I understand it's the holiday week, Christmas week, which, speaking of that, Merry Christmas to you all. I truly hope that you guys are having a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you guys like to celebrate with everything. And hope it's a good one for you. Spend time with family and friends, loved ones, whatever it may be, whatever makes you happy with that. Like I said, I truly hope that it's a good one for you. But anyways, we are going to continue on with all this. And again, I want to get this all sorted, set up here. I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pick all. I want to get these kind of out of the way. I don't think we can even box things up, can we? What are we? Okay, I thought he was doing something. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this all boxed up. Not boxed up, but moved out of the way here so we can get some room to try to get some stuff set up here in this very entry area. Let's do all of this. We're going to have to pick up both of these lines here, actually, now that I think about it. So this is going to kind of have to get set off to each area. So I want to try to keep these somewhat together, even though some of the stuff is going to change as far as how it's all set up and everything. So got to get all that sorted and keep that kind of organized if at all possible. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while, especially with kind of getting a good game plan of how everything is going to get set up here. So that is what I want to do. That is what we're going to do. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I'll just, I guess, move this. We might use some conveyors for some things. We'll see. I don't really know. We will see with everything. It's gonna... I'm sure this isn't going to be the final end game thing. We're going to probably have some more stuff eventually getting added to the game. I'm sure of it. Obviously, I can't... I guess I can't say 100% for sure, but I can almost guarantee there's going to be something that's going to get added to the game. So let's go ahead and do this over here. Just, again, picking up everything. We're going to have to get a few more machines purchased on up. Along with, we need technically 2 more full setups. Because we're going to have a couple more things that we don't currently have available for us. So we'll go ahead and get all this stuff organized here. I figured this was a good day, good episode for this. Kind of being Christmas, it might not be as popular of an episode. Which, again, I get. It's Christmas Day. But some of you guys might be watching this. Some of you guys probably have off of work or school, whatever it may be. And you might be looking for something to watch and entertain yourself with. So if you guys choose to watch me playing stuff with that entertainment, then I do truly appreciate it. It is absolutely amazing as always. But yeah, so anyways, what we're going to do is kind of reset all this on up, copy this a little bit. Can I get these? Can these? No, machinery can't go in there, I see. Okay. Just want to get these out of the way so they're not in our way trying to move stuff around. And we're not really using these anyways. I do wish that we could sell old stuff. I don't know why we... I guess, you know what? Can we trash... Can we throw stuff in the recycling? Is that a thing? No. Wait, we can pack it, though. And then we can throw stuff away. Okay. So let me pack that on up, because we're not using... I'm not going to get rid of the conveyors, because those we might end up using at some point. But this stuff we're really not using, so I'm not too worried about it. It's not... They're not... They weren't all that expensive. Yeah, 250 bucks and 300, so 550 bucks. Eh, it is what it is. All right. So anyways, let's get started here with our starting machine. I guess I'll set that over here. We got our vegetable slicer. This always has to be right off the beginning, right at the beginning. And then we've got our washer. So that can go right there. We got then our dryer to go on in here, which obviously, again, we can use conveyors to move these around in any order or direction that we may need them in. Which I'm tempted to... I'm actually very tempted to, like, kind of compact this a little bit and do something like this. Although, I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. We'll leave it be in a straight line for now. Because then we got our splitter here, which these are going to be maybe something we end up taking in and out if we need it. And this is where things are going to get a little interesting, I think. So we got failed stuff there, which honestly we could probably cover up because we really don't have like anything that actually fails. Just trying to think here how we want to set this up, because we still obviously have all of this to go on in, and once we get a nice setup for all of this, that's how every line's going to be set up like. So let's see, and that already, yeah, starts out right there. What if we were to do something like this? Just trying to think of a good way to do this. And we got our dryer. See, now I don't know though, can they get to stuff? That's the thing. But see, then that would circle out into here. Or do we do something like... Okay, maybe not. Let's try to go back to what we had here, I guess. So we got our washer, our dryer. Just trying to think how I want to set this up, because again, this is going to be kind of a nice permanent solution for all of this. Oh, you know what? That's why it was off, because that's right, I shifted these on down by 1. I was like, why did that change? Because I just had that placed in there, but that was why. Let's see, yep, he's just inside the machine now. But no, he's good. Alright, so yeah, again, everything goes in here, and then everything works down this way, which we still have this much space to work with here. I'm just trying to find a good solution for this. Because then we need a bottle packing machine. Which could go like that, so again, in there. We got our labelers and packers. Wait, are these aren't set up to work together, are they? Oh man, if only that was flipped around, or if only we could flip it. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah, all we can do is move or pack. Yeah, we need the ability to be able to flip around machines. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Okay. How do we want to do this then? Trying to think. And again, once we get a solution set up for this and down for this, we're gonna be able to just copy paste kind of thing to all the other machines. Because then this would go, say, like this. And then obviously this would come down through here too. That's the problem, is we need the ability to be able to access this for the input also. Trying to brainstorm some ideas here on how we could do this. So both of our inputs there. This would obviously go out this way, and then we could turn this like maybe this way. And then do the same for this, turn it upward. How did I manage to get these flipped around too? See, that's going to get way too wide. Really, I'm trying to come up with a good solution for this, but this is just not going to work out too well. We're going to run out of space because we need 8 lines. Yeah, see, that's going to go from this line here like this to that. There's no way we're going to have the space for that. Granted, that would actually work out good and be what we need as far as like overall depth and everything. But I just don't know if we're going to have a good solution with that. Because then that wastes all the space in here. So I don't think we could do that. Yeah, we really can't do that. What if we were to set up... I mean, this is even the problem with this, too, is we don't even have the space. Because we kind of could do something like that where it kicks it out to here. Goes out and in there. And that would keep that pretty compact. Guess there's really no point not just do that then. Then we got our labeler. I mean, I guess that kind of works. The only thing is I don't know if I run conveyors out to there, will they still be able to access them and put stuff in and access our computer screen and everything there? Because that's not bad. That's definitely a pretty compact line for the most part. I think we can get eight or so lines down there, and then again, that gets us our 2 different things. So, I mean, that could work. And they finish off right here together, pretty much. So that's not too bad. This one I think is already, well, we need a 90 for that. And other than that, I think it's all connected already. We just need to reverse the direction on that. Right? Because everything else just feeds into each other from there, so that's awesome. Wait. No, it does not. Oh, no. Oh, wait, it does. Yeah, it does. Never mind. That's right. I was looking... Okay. So we need 2 more 90s then. So there's that. We'll grab 1 more then. And add it to there. And then we need... What? 190, a straight, and then 2 more 90s? So out and then into there. Thin wall bowls into the... Yeah. Nice. Sorry, no, I think I... Yeah, I definitely figured that in the wrong one. Okay, so we need 2 more straights. Pretty much, as long as they can stock up stuff from there, then we'll be okay. I just don't know if they can or not, which if that's the case, we might be able to do like the raised conveyors kind of thing. I don't really know. Like I said, if they can stock up from here, I think they would be able to, but I don't know for sure. Hard to say. Okay, so there we go. Now, the only problem with that is if we do have anything that fails, that is going to be the issue, potentially. That's the only thing that could hurt us on that. Other than that, we've got actually a decent little, pretty sized down footprint of all this, and not a whole lot of wasted space. The only wasted space is this right in here, which in the grand scheme of things is not bad at all. Okay. So yeah, I think we're okay on that. So I think that all looks good. And we just gotta do that 7 more times total. I think that's an okay amount of space. That gives us some extra breathing room in here, along with obviously that space over there. I think it works out pretty darn good. Okay. Because yeah, again, we've got lettuce, tomatoes, bell peppers, cucumbers, spinach. Eventually, we're gonna have kale, arugula, and red lettuce. So technically, we only need 5 assembly lines right now. But obviously, eventually, we're going to have more. So maybe we'll do just the 5. I don't know. I need to see... Let's see, that is the thing, is that is going to stick out that much further. So we kind of need to find a... That is our labeling machine. You know, I might even just do this over one more, so we have some breathing room. And out of there is just our boxer. And then again, everything will be open to this area in our warehouse area, which it's going to get a little crammed in. It's going to be right up against the wall. I mean, I guess technically we could do this as another, but then that's going to be really tight in here. Yeah, they can't really walk through that, I don't think. I think that's even tighter, actually, isn't that? Yeah, that is. That's 1 square tighter. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it how it is. We will stick with it how it is. So out of there... and we need what? A couple of straight sections, which we've got a couple more over here. Got that. Got some of that right there. I should really probably test these lines on out, but I don't want to waste another day either. So we need, what, 1, 2 more straights. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 straights. Sorry, 2 straights and 3 5. I can't speak. There we go. I think that's everything for this second line then. Sorry, one more back. Okay, so there's that. We just need our straight section in there. It's gonna be something like... something like that. Either one closer this way or it's right on. And we also need the 2. So actually we need 2 more. So yeah, it was 5. Which I'm just going to leave these out here for now because we're going to... trying to think, if I did this... well... there's just no good way to do this. I'm just trying to like condense this down as tight as possible. But there really is not a good way of doing that. Unless we did something like that and came out, and then we had our starter. Just go in there like that, and then again come out of here and have our starter like here. Which honestly, that actually wouldn't be terrible. Obviously more conveyors, but it would shrink this down that much more. So we'd have that much more breathing room on the back side here. It's definitely complicating things a bit more, but I mean, that's not terrible. So we gain an extra spot here, and then that would mean, again, we could push all this back by 1, which I would honestly really like. I really would. Doesn't this save? It does. Okay, nice. So it's literally just picking up this entire line and just shifting it back by 1. Oh, this is a lot of work, though. It's only just for this one since it's already built, but once, obviously, we're building more new ones, it's not shifting these around. It's just doing this. I am worried about them not being able to get at the entry points of these. Which that kind of defeats the whole purpose of all the machines if they can't then. So that's going to be a bit of an issue for that. So we'll see. Okay. So there is that. Beautiful. Yeah, that's so much nicer having that extra breathing room. And I mean, technically, we could even do this as that, right, like that. Right? Yeah, because that goes out of there into there. And I'm gonna leave. Yeah, let's do that. Even better. So now do we shift this back 1 further? Or do we leave this open? I guess we can leave that open. I already set up all these, dang it. That's alright, it's just these couple. Let's grab this one down here. Just move that one to there. You know, I need to do a save here too. I realized I did all this and did not even save it all. Okay, so there is that. Again, definitely a little more complicated with that, but I think that'll be well worth it. No, wait, that's our input there. We just need a couple more straight sections. So 2 more straight sections and it will be good. We're finally utilizing some of the conveyors though, and I like that. Thought that was it. Okay. And again, the only thing that goes wrong here is if we have failed stuff. Then, but we really shouldn't, I don't think. Nothing should really break here and cause any kind of failed issues. Again, now it would just be trying to perfect this to try to bring this ever so slightly in if we could, but I don't think we have any way of doing that right now. Which is fine, we don't necessarily need all of it. So again, this goes out as far as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, wide. And the machines themselves are already 2 to begin with, so it's only 4 wider than what it normally would be. That is not bad. That is really not bad. Okay, so I almost want to actually set these up with all the bottles. Something like that. So all the bottles are on this side of it, and then all the, I guess it's not always going to be that, though, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. Packaging, so bottler. So I think this goes right behind, right? Yes. Oh, I just realized that we can't actually set all these up technically because not all of them are always going to be bottlers, or not always going to be one specific thing. Some of them are going to be other things, too. So I didn't even think about that. So we do need another splitter. Which we're going to need a couple of these. Which we might have to tweak these to begin with anyways, too, because we might, like... Are we going to have more than... Like, take it, for example, a cucumber. Do we have any more cucumber than just the 2? So we have already that one. I know we have the jar, the pickled cucumber, and then is there pouches of it? Okay, there's not. Okay, so this will be good with just that then, so that's awesome. So we got the commodity splitter. Then we need our washer and dryer, which obviously goes into the splitter then. Oh, shoot. That's also why I did that. So we need 2 more things for that. So that's why I had that sticking out where I did. That's right. Now I remember. So out. And then in there. I still think we keep this one further in like that, because then that's not bad, just being like that. So we got our slicer out there, and again, that's going to go around. We got our starter. Yeah, I think it looks much better like that. So we need our other thing of cucumber is what's going to be. So we need our, let's see. So this is where the jars are going to be. Right? Yeah. So those go in and out in there. From the jars, and then we've got our labeling. Right there. Yep, labeling. We got this right there. And then we just need our other boxer here. And then we got another slicer, washer, and dryer set up along with our starter for this. And I think, I mean, that's not everything yet. I guess we still need the conveyors there. Plus, I think, yeah, we need the conveyors for there too. And there. So we need 2 corners, 4 corners, because those 2. So 6 corners plus 1, 2 straights. So 6 corners and 2 straights. And I think that's everything right there then. Okay. And we'll have 2 assembly lines set up. that on around there, and then we got another straight section. Yep. And then here's our other corner. We should actually have 2 more corners. That's right. So we got those 2 there in the middle. Right in here. So we got our ends. And then one last right here. Hope he's not actually stuck in here. We got out and in. Failed stuff. Again, all our inputs there. And I think that's everything for our cucumber line then. So we got tomatoes, cucumbers. We'll have lettuce. Then I guess right in here, because we got lettuce salads and pickled lettuce. And then, I mean, do we have anything else right now? Bell peppers don't need anything extra, which we'll probably set it up either way and then just take out the divider and then eventually add it back in. So we'll have lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then spinach. I think we've got, do we have more spinach? Eventually we will. We actually, yeah, we have that. The jars. Oh, so this one is going to be a 3-er. So we're going to have to figure... Actually, we have 4. Do we really... Okay, so what we're probably going to have to do is either do 2 separate lines or have a split and then another split. Kind of thing. So to go from... Or would that be... That would be turned into 6, though, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. Never mind. So we'd have a splitter and another splitter. Off one direction, a splitter, and another... Or the splitter and then the other splitter off the other direction. Kind of thing. And then basically do this same thing, maybe just another section out. I'll have to figure that one out. That'll be a little tricky, but that's only just for the one. Otherwise, I'm hoping... We got 1 red lettuce so far. Any other red lettuce? 2. Okay, so 2 red lettuce. We got some of that. Do we only have the one of the... whatever it is, arugula? Okay, we got that. Okay, there's 2 for that. Kale, let's see on that. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land. So we got 1, 2... 3 on that. Oh no. So we do have a 3-er with the kale. Spinach, I think, was just the 2. 1, 2. Oh boy. 3. Oh no. Another 4. Okay, so we have another one that's a 4. Okay, so we got two things that are 4s. 1 that's a 3. And then 5. So a 4, or kale's 4. Something like that, or that's the 3-er. I think that, yeah, this was the 4. So 4, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, so then... Yeah, we're going to figure all that out then. The 3-er, that might just have to be one of those things that we just have like one line that one side of the splitter splits off into another splitter, and then the other one just goes directly to the machines from there, kind of thing. I don't know. Have to see on all that, but all right, this has been a long video already here, guys. I think what we're gonna do is we'll come back in the next one. I might work on some of this, just try to get these ones finished up off camera, but I don't know, we'll see, because we've got our lettuce one to get set up exactly the same as this, and then we got 2 more that need to be set up like this that'll eventually be for various things. I'm trying to think, is there really no other lettuce? Do we really not have another lettuce? I feel like that would be one of those things that lettuce would be another more than 2. But maybe it is just the... So there's 2 so far there. Yeah, there's 3 with the lettuce. Okay, so there is a 3-er. So we're gonna have 2 then. So it's gonna be 2 4s and 2 3s and 4 doubles. So we're gonna have to figure all that out. And again, the game might be changing. Who knows? Might have some things that need multiple things to be added into it. I feel like that's what the merger and dividers are for. with that. So I feel like this is not going to be the end game with all that. But yeah, so we got some things to figure on out. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts with this. If there's anything that you guys would do differently, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, if not, I think we got everything about sorted as much as we can. So again, the lettuce, we're going to... I don't know. Have to see on all that. The lettuce would be our first one that would actually need to be like a split off of 3 with all that. So like I said, that is going to do it for this one. So we'll come back to the next one, keep on making some more progress. Maybe we'll stay on track with this. Maybe we'll change it up. I don't really know. We'll see. I'll leave it up to you guys on what you all want to see with that. But that is going to do it for this one. Like I said, if you guys have enjoyed this, though, drop a like in the video. Show it some love and support. And if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos or streams that I'm doing here for you all. And again, guys, tomorrow on Friday the 26th, the day after Christmas, I'm going to be doing a stream for you all to celebrate the end of the year, celebrate the holidays and everything like that. So hope to see you all there. It should be a good time, but I hope you guys have had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you as well, since this video is going live here on Christmas Day. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.